All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, truth, and sound doctrine, man, and also charity. All right, Amaka Allah, Bun Gad, Bun Yasha Allah with the Watchman Philadelphia camp, you know, and I just wanted to do this quick sit down, man, because I've been thinking about brothers, man. As brothers I knew, you know, that when I first came in, you know, they was on fire, man, and they was doing the videos, you know, they were fervent, man, but them brothers ran out of oil, man, you know. And they basically they fell out, man. They trying hard not to, but you know, if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shalom once you win this thing, man, guess what, man? You're not gonna be in this thing. Yeah, so that brings me to you know, I was meditating, man, and it actually brought me to you know, the Matthew the 25th chapter, man, where it talks about the 10 virgins, man. You know, and basically, you know, that word virgin. I looked it up when it's talking about that. It's talking about a man that hasn't been that hasn't really followed other doctrines, man. You know, and then the doctrine that he follows is this doctrine right here. You know, even though, you know, you have brothers come up in the church, man. You know, and but the church still deals with the Bible. I'm gonna say that. You know, they teach you falsehoods and all that, and they teach you the wrong names and everything, but it deals with the Bible. It's not dealing with another book, you know. And you know, but a lot of brothers that came up in them churches that the Lord, you know, called, they wasn't really feeling that church stuff, man. You know, but I know brothers, they've been in all types of things, man. You know, masonry, Masonic stuff. They was down with the Masons. Then they was down with Islam. You know. Then they was down with the church. Then you come into the truth, man. You know. So that right there, that's not a virgin, man. You know. That's a whole lot of different doctrines that you were dealing with. You know. And I myself, man, like I dealt strictly with, you know, the church, and you know, like Islam was introduced to me, but I just couldn't I couldn't dig that, man. You know. And then once I found out, you know, that the Quran and all that stuff basically comes out the Bible, I'm like, man, I can't see how these dudes, you know, even practice that. But this is it's an important thing, man, that you trim your lamps, man, and you don't run out of oil, man. You know, because just like with anything, like, look, let's just for prime example, man. You look at a car, all right. You look at a car, for instance. Now, if you driving the car, you got oil in your car, and the oil runs out of the car, that's what's going to happen. The engine's going to seize up, man. It's going to stop working. You know? So you have to keep that car oiled, man, for it to work. The same way which is with ourselves, man. You know? You have to keep yourself, you got to keep that oil, man. Keep that fire burning, man. You know? Because when Yahweh Shah comes back, if you don't got that oil in you, you know, you going to get left behind, man. As the scriptures say, but I'm doing a little rambling, man, so I'm going to just hop right into it, all right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, starting at verse 1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins." And when I told you that word virgin is not, that's talking about the men that haven't been defiled with all these other doctrines, you know? And in the kingdom of heaven, that's the Israelites, man. The men, starting with the men. All right. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. All right, so how you take your lamps and go forth to meet the bridegroom, you get this truth and you hit the highways and hedges, man. You know, you do your sit downs, your lessons like that. All right, that's how you go to meet the bridegroom. It says, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. All right, it says they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, man. All right, so how you gonna take your lamp knowing that it needs oil in it, and you don't bring any oil with you, man? So that's like you getting some knowledge and you not cherishing that knowledge, man. You know, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking, man. So you take your lamp with no oil. Once the oil that you already have in that lamp burns out, guess what? The light's gonna go out in that lamp, man. That's why you're supposed to be prepared, man. All right, you're supposed to be prepared. Okay. Salakia. Verse 4 says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, man. So yeah, the wise men in the truth, they're gonna take the oil with them, man. They ain't gonna run out of that oil, man. They're gonna constantly, you know, stay fervent in this truth, stay in the word, you know, reading, you know, watching brothers' videos, you know, meditating on the scriptures, man. You know, out in the streets in your daily life. You know, talking to people about this truth, man. Whoever the Lord puts the spirit on you to do so, man. And if the Lord is dealing with you, man, guess what? You're going to know. And you're going to know who to talk to, who not to talk to. You know? But all you're doing basically is just doing your job, man. And like, man, you'll be surprised how many of our people, like, they just lost. Matter of fact, the people that's in the know, they're not going to be surprised at how many dudes that is lost. But once you start talking to them and telling them the name, you know, but you can't cast your pearls to swine, man. But if the Lord puts it on your heart to talk to somebody, you very well better do that, man. And don't be disobedient, man. All right? Don't be disobedient to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. Because it could be 2 reasons why I want you to talk to them. Either to condemn them, so they can't say they never knew, because some people, you know, they don't have the internet and all that. You know, you got a lot of homeless people, man. You know, that can't watch videos and all that. That's the importance of getting that truth out there too, man. In your daily commutes. All right. Because it's one thing to put it on the internet, yeah, that's a great thing, man. That's actually a beautiful, great thing, man. When the same token, it don't stop right here, man. This work is never done. All right. It says, so like at verse 5. Oh, matter of fact, that's what I wanted to say, man. You had the 5 wise that would represent the house of David, man. All right. The 5 wise would represent the house of David. Why? Because they're using their wisdom, man. And they know that the bridegroom is coming back, man. They know Yahweh Shah is coming back. And they don't want to be found assed out. Like a fat woman in a bikini. You know, gotta throw a little humor in there, man. But basically, you know, you don't want to be assed out, man. Caught out there. But the house of Saul, man, you know, they foolish. You know? They don't truly believe, man. Like that nigga that was with the GOOC, the GOCC, Salakia, that said he lost patience in Yahweh Shah. He got tired of waiting, man. So that tells you something right there, man. All right, verse 5 says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And that midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. All right. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. All right, so they was getting themselves together, trimming their lamps and all that. You know, making sure they was on point, making sure things were straight. You know, When you trimming your lamp, you ain't letting it burn all out. You know, that's like you throw a whole bunch of fuel on the fire and let the joint burn all crazy. Or you're going to burn out fast. Because you got dudes that are coming to this thing, get real gung-ho, man, and burn out, man. You know? But check this out, man. It says, verse 8 says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us unto your oil, for our lamps are gone out. So yeah, they left, they didn't bring any oil with them, man. So when the lamps burned out, you know what that represents, that knowledge that they had. When them lamps burnt out, you know, it was nothing else to put back in there. And like you'll see dudes now that's losing their oil, man, because what they do, they try to put a camp together, man, you know, or try to go to other camps, all right, and try to get some oil from them, man, instead of trusting in Yahweh Bashim outside and giving and use what He's giving you, you know, use what He's giving you. All right, and that's being wise, man, and the Lord will bring the fruit to you, man. You can't run all around the city and all that, you know, in different towns, trying to put a camp together, because why it's gonna blow up in your face, man. Now I'm not saying like you know you go fellowship with other brothers. Yeah, that's cool, man. But those brothers have to have that same amount of energy as you, man. You know, have that same oil as you. You don't want to be with no sluggard, man, or no guy that do a video once in the blue, man. You know, don't go out every week. You know, because we at the end of this thing, man. We at the tail end. So the time for bullshitting and playing around is it should have been over, man. Cause that's what I'm talking about right here in the scripture, or what the scripture is saying, what Yahweh Shah is saying, because it ain't me. All right, it's Yahweh Shah speaking, man, and he's on his way back. So it's time to start trimming them lamps. You know, not running out of oil, man. You know, cause when like a car. That made me think about this rap lyric. What Redman said. He said, "In the ring, I'm smoking like Doc out of oil." You know, so that's like, like I said with the car, man. It starts steaming. You know, that's like a nigga get mad because the oil's coming out. He mad and he's frustrated. He don't know what to do, man. You know. But it says all right. Going back to verse 8. It says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. Verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so. So they like, no, dog, we're not giving you this oil, man. Least there be none, Salakia, least there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy of yourself, man. You know, that's like us, you know, getting the oil from the apostles, man, the knowledge from the apostles and elders, you know, and we don't use it wisely. When Yahweh Shah comes back, like like I said, you're just gonna be done, man. You done. Just say you buy the truth and sell it not. So you're supposed to get this understanding why it's available, man. All right, because when this whole internet shut down. You know, people gonna be looking for the men of the Lord. You know, the ones who are understanding of these scriptures, man. All right. so woe to you dudes that lost your oil, man. Woe to them that lost their oil, man. That's matter of fact. I think I'm gonna name that this. I'm gonna name this that. Woe to them that lost their oil, man. That sounds like a good title, man. All right, but verse 10 says, and while they went out, so look, now, instead of them bringing the oil with them, now they had to go get the oil, man. You know, but while they going to get the oil, look what happened, man. They got found assed out. Verse 10 says, And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut, man. So yeah, the ones that's going to go in is the ones that's doing this work, holding it down out there, man. Not procrastinating, staying on fire, doing the work, man. You know, feeding the sheep. Those are the ones that's going to go in. And studying too, man. Because studying has a big part to do with it, man. And there's all types of ways to study, man. Like I said, like I listen to the apostles and elders a lot, man. You know, my man is Apostle Tahar, man. Straight up. Apostle Gabar too. You know, but I listen to them brothers, man, a lot. You know, because you don't want to be found without this knowledge, man. You know, because you know we're gonna learn things repetitively over and over and over again, man. I might listen to the same lesson 5 or 6 times, man. You know. But woe to you, man, that lost your oil, man. You know, because hey, man, like I said, you gonna be while you're trying to get it back. You know, while you're trying to get some more, Yahweh Shai gonna come back. And it's gonna be too late for you, man. Verse 11 says, Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. So now those other virgins came back, those other men came back talking about Lord, Lord, open. Once that door is shut, it's shut. And like it says the what's that the door of grace, man, that joint is closing, man. It's almost shut. That's why you're supposed to be getting this now. Once that door of grace shuts, it's over, man. It's over. Because you have plenty of opportunity to get this truth, man, and hold it down and keep pushing. All right? So once that door of grace is shut, it's over, man. And this right here proves it, man. Verse 12 says, But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not, man. So that reminds me of the scripture, man, when it says, many will say, Lord, Lord, have we not cast out demons in thy name? But he said, I will say, I never knew you. Get roughly paraphrasing, get away from me, I never knew you, man. And that's what Yahweh Shai is saying right here. I never knew you. Because you got a lot of dudes that know they're Israelites that's wicked as hell, man. They do a lot of wicked shit to brothers, man. You know? And don't even think nothing of it. See, because you had like Saul. Look what the house of Saul. Look what Saul did to King David, man. Because Saul lost his oil, man. You know. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave it to King David, man. You know, because Saul was scared to you know, scared. I think I believe in a movie when it was a movie, man, when they was looking for somebody to fight Goliath, and King Saul was the king at that time. So he had lost faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So King David had the faith, man, and came and slayed the giant, man, Goliath, man. All right, so the Lord gave him that oil, and Saul lost his oil, and because of that, Saul wanted to kill David, man. The same way you have Israelites now that's in that mindset, they think they're not going to physically do it. You know, you never know, them dudes might be throwing up curses on you, man. Why? Because you have that oil, and they don't, and that oil they want, they used to have it. That's why I say many are called, few are chosen, man. All right. Many are called, few are chosen, man. So like I said, I'm going to name this, woe to you that lost your oil, man. And this is clear cut right to the point, man. You know? Matter of fact, okay, I'm going to end it on this, man. Because this is beautiful, man. That's why we the Lord set up watchmen and all that. And that's what we do. We watch the videos, you know, current events and all that. And basically keep our people aware, man. All right. But this is verse 13 says, Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh, man. So you don't know the day or the hour when Yahweh Shah gonna come crack that sky with them chariots, man. You know, or when the missiles gonna go off, man. Only one that knows that is Yahweh, man. That's it, man. Matter of fact, grab. Going back to verse 12, I saw something. Psalm 5. All right. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 25 and 12. I want to jump back to Salakia, verse 12. It says, "But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not," man. All right. But that now that brings me. I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 5, verse 5. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually start at verse 3. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 3. It says, "My voice shalt thou hear in the morning. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. For thou art not a power that have pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee," man. So yeah, the evil's not going to dwell with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. He has no pleasure in the wickedness, man. But you like I said, you got a lot of wicked ass Israelites, all right. And like the ones that was the five foolish. This is them right here, right? It says verse 5 says, "The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity," man. All right. So that yo, that's heavy right there, man. The foolish shall not stand in his sight, man. All right. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity, man. So woe to you that have lost your oil, man. Woe to you that have lost your oil, yo. Straight up, man. And that's sad, man. Jump to John 9 and 31 to back that up too. Cause you dudes that lost your oil, man, and then you thinking that you ain't losing. I said John 9:31. Okay. All right. This is the book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. It says, "Now we know that the Most High heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of the Most High and doeth his will, him he heareth," man. So yeah. Like the Lord, if you doing this work and all that, and you praying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he hears you, man. But if you being a sluggard or a nigger, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua doesn't hear you, man. That's why I said, woe to you that has lost your oil, man. You got dudes that used to do the work, and now they stopped doing it, man. You know? But I'm going to read verse 13 again, I'm going to end it, man. Lord, well, you know, if that's what the Lord wants. It says, "Watch therefore," so you're supposed to watch. So you got dudes that they fell back into the world. Why? Because all they worried about is their job and making ends meet and all that. Listen, man, you're not supposed to think on tomorrow. All right? You're supposed to work, no doubt. You have to work in a society. But it says those that have, what it say? Those that reap, those that sow act like they won't reap, you know? So when you're working like, man, listen, this is just, basically it's like a pastime because it's something you have to do, man. Because when I'm at work, I'd rather be, like, I stay, like, looking up things, you know. Yeah, I do my job, but, like, basically, you know, it's more so, you know, I'm more so tuned into, you know, these scriptures and all that, man. And, like, current events and all that. You know, seeing what I could find to warn the people, man. You know? You got a lot of niggas that don't want to listen, man. But guess what? That's not on me. That's on them. So the blood is off my hands, man. You know? But you got dudes, they don't even do that no more. Or they might come out with they find a current event, you know, and they do a video once a month, man. That's crazy. That's just like you eating. You gotta eat every day, so that's like you eating a meal once a month, man. Try that and see how good it gets. See how far it gets you, man. All right. You want to be stingy with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh's words, man, and don't want to do his work. So you don't want to feed the sheep. So why don't you eat? Why don't you physically don't eat? Since you starving the people, starve yourself, man. Do Yahweh Bashem Yahweh a favor, man. All right. Verse 13 and end on this. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh, man. All right. So you're supposed to watch, man, because you don't know. All right. What it says, Isaiah 62 and 6, man. He set up watchmen, man. You know. So if you're not watching, you're going, like I said, man, you're going to get taken, man. And with that, man, I hope this lesson made sense, and I hope that it was edifying to the hopeful elect, you know, and to basically the hopeful elect, man. That's the only people that's going to get this word now, man. You know. And with that, man, to the next lesson, Shalom, Yasharallah.